Hi, Tim here. Uh, uh, this is you're watching it episode of Tim's Thrifty Music. It's a Friday, so it's time for our weekly spins. I had technical difficulties last Friday, so I didn't get one made. But I'm still having problems. But I'm trying to. I'm trying it again. So. This video is going to be a little longer than they usually are, since I'm doing 2 weeks worth of albums here. So I have almost 40 albums to show you that I've spun during that time. And then yesterday, Paul from Cycles Platters came and visited, and we went and did some digging at a few stores, and so I have stuff to show from that also. So first up, let's start showing you the albums. The first one is trying to reduce it there. This is the Michael Schenker group Cry for the Nations. This is a 12-inch single from their first album, and I really like that song. Next one is that was from like 1980, 81, something like that. Next is Crystal Gale, Crystal. This is from 1976 on United Artists. This isn't her earliest album. She'd been doing them for a little bit before this, but this has the hits "I'll Do It All Over Again," "Ready for the Times to Get Better," and also "You Never Miss a Real Good Thing Till He Says Goodbye." Next up is Bryan Adams, "Cuts Like a Knife." This is an album with the hits "This Time" and "Straight from the Heart" on it, and it's from 1983 on A&M. Okay. It's nice to take me back to when I was a kid growing up. I'm from northern Iowa, and a lot of Midwest stations, well, back then, this was back in the 60s and early 70s, where it wasn't sports on all three major networks out on Saturday and Sunday. So they could show other stuff during, like syndicated shows and or movies in the afternoons. Well, this one is a group this group had a show on TV back then that my mom would turn on every Saturday afternoon. So we'd have to sit there listening to it. It's a different genre of music than what I've shown very much of. This is polka. The first one it's Shimoleski Brothers, or Shimoleski Fun Time was the name of the show. And this one's called Dance Land in Studio. And this one is Play Dancing Favorites. And they're on like their own label, C Records, and I don't know the dates of them. They don't have any dates on them anywhere to be found. Next up is Meatloaf, Dead Ringer. This is pretty much the one after, I think this was the first one after, I think this might have been the first one after the Highway to, or Bat, I don't mean Highway to Hell, I mean Bat Out of Hell album. I might be mistaken there, but this one has the original version of Rhythm and Wheat that Barry Manilow got hold of it and messed it up. And I also like the track Dead Ringer for Love off here. It's a good album about the songs written by Jim Steinman. Next up is Utopia, Deface the Music. Sorry about this being at an angle, just that how I'm having to sit or the camera to get the background right and stuff. This is Deface the Music. It's from 1980. It's Utopia. There weren't any hits out there, but a lot of these songs make you think back to like the 60s and like early 70s, like with pop sounds, and some sort of like the Beatles. Next one is one that a lot of people have. Billy Squier, Don't Say No. Of course, this has In the Dark, The Stroke, My Kind of Lover, and Loneliest Night on it that were all hits off it. It's from 1982, I think. I might be mistaken. I can't really see right now on Capitol. Okay, this is Sanford and Townsend Dual Glide. This one, this is the same as the Sanford Townsend Band, but they changed the name to Sanford and Townsend after they Smoke Crop from a Distant Fire started being a hit. And that first album on later pressings, I have one of the later pressings. It's credited to Sanford and Townsend instead of the Sanford Townsend Band. This one's from 1977 on Warner Brothers. There weren't any hits off of it. Now for some country, you have Conway Twitty and Loretta Lynn. This is a dynamic duo, and I can't remember what songs were hit off here. This is from 1977, I think. Yeah, 1977 on MCA. Now for some 70s pop disco. This is Samantha Sang, Emotion. That the title track was a hit for her that was written by the Bee Gees, or Barry and Robin, I should say. But she also does cover the Bee Gees song Charade on here, and the Eric Carmen song Change of Heart. And I should say this is on Private Stock Records from 1978. Next up, another Billy Squier album, Emotions in Motion. This has hits Every Lady Wants Me and Emotion in Motion on it. It's another good rockin' album. It's from 1982 on Capitol. This next one is one that was in my mom's collection that she gave me a few years ago. It's K-Star Enchanted. She's more like she's classified sort of like jazz or pop, but it's more like sort of like easy listening in my opinion, or like that type of music. Next up for country, Marty Robbins Encore. Can't remember what songs were hits. A lot of the songs on here were hits like Touch Me With Dancing and El Paso City and a couple other ones from I'm just trying to see here. Oh, 1981 on I think it's either Columbia or like CSP, which is like Columbia Special Products. Next one are the Statler Brothers Entertainers, On and Off the Record. This one's from 1978 on Mercury Records. Next up, Supertramp, Even in the Quietest Moments. This is album with original version of Give a little bit on, a lot better than what was it, the Goo Goo Dolls or something like that. I can't remember that. Really ruined it. Oh, and I forgot to mention this is from 1977 on A&M. Next up is B.J. Thomas with Everybody's Out of Town. And this is one where it's like a gatefold, but you have to pull the album out from over on this side. It's on Scepter Records. I think it's like 1969, 1970, but it has the hit Everybody's Out of Town, and also shoot, I thought it was two hits on here. Yeah, I Just Can't Help Believing are the two hits from here, and they do a cover of the song he does cover the song Everybody's Talking on there. This next one is K-Tel compilations. Like I said before, I like getting compilations because sometimes it will introduce me to some artists to look for. And this one is full of like softer rock. It's from like 82, is it? Let me check. No, 1980. So, but it's a lot of soft rock, and around everything on there's been hits like Castell by the Commodores, Wherever You and I Was Falling in Love by Lobo, Please Don't Go by Casey and the Sunshine Band, Do It or Die by Atlanta Rhythm Section, among others. And that was on K-Tel Records. Okay, this one is Johnny Mathis, Faithfully. It goes a little further back than what I usually get. This is from 1959 on Columbia Records. And the song Maria off it was a hit for him. Now here's a guy, you may say stuff about this. This is Morris Albert. He's a guy that the album is Feelings. Of course, that was the hit song off of here, but some of the stuff he does on here is a little harder, so I was surprised with that. Okay, well, but after that, I have to show something harder. That's Van Halen, 5150. Don't think I need to say much about this. This is pretty much Van Hagar, and it had a few hits on it, so. And it's from like 1986 on Warner Brothers. Next one is Chris Squire, Fish Out of Water. He was known for, he was the bassist or drummer for Yes, and looking at the back, Bill Bruford and Patrick Moraz both helped out on this album. Patrick Moraz was with, and this is from 75, Moraz was the keyboard player around that time with Yes, and of course Bill Bruford was in Yes, and it is something like Yes's music, but still different. It's progressive rock, definitely. Next up is 10 Years After, Positive Vibrations. And there weren't any hits off this, but this is just some good British blues rock. Okay, now for some 60s folk. This is Gwen Yarborough. Oh, so for the album is Firmly Wherever I May Find Her. Yes, that's Simon and Garfunkel song, and I'm just saying I thought I don't recognize any of the other songs on there. I know a lot of them are covers, so. Okay, something harder again. Travers putting it straight. And this is Polydor from 1977. Now for some 80s country. Alabama, 40-hour a week. This is from 86 on RCA, and 40-hour a week. You can't keep a good man down were both hits off it, and I know there was another one off here, but I can't remember which one it is. Okay, another B.J. Thomas one. Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. This is from like 69, I think. And the album comes out the same way. It's on Scepter Records, and of course, Raindrops Keep Falling Off My Head's hit off of this one, big hit, and also does covers of Little Green Apples, and This Guy's in Love with You. And he does a decent cover of Suspicious Minds on it also. Okay, and then Wishbone Ash, Front Page News. This one's a Miller's album by them, but I do actually like this album. Like the song for Front Page News, I really like. There weren't any hits off it. This is on MCA from 1977. Okay, let me grab the rest of them that I have here. Okay, next up is this is Stevie Wonder, Aretha Franklin, Bobby Hathaway, Staple Singers, and Ray Charles, recorded live at Newport in New York. I'll just put it this way. It's live soul music, or live recording of soul music by these singers, and of course, the song Stevie performs on here is Signed, Sealed, Delivered. Big hit of his. The next one is White Label Promo. It's Pages, Future Street, and this is trying to remember. I think there was one hit off here, but I can't remember which one. But this is like I said, a White Label Promo. It's from 1979, I think. Yeah, 1979 on Epic. Now here's one that I have 2 copies of. That's Glenn Campbell, Gentle on My Mind. As I have most of his 60s albums on vinyl, because you've seen them in the past, of course. She'll Hold It Up Yet, and but you know, along with Gentle on the Mind, that was a hit off it. He also does covers of Catch a Wind, and It's Over, and Very in the Morning. And he does a decent cover of the Roy Orbison song Crying on here too. Okay, into some rock again. Some pop. This is Outlaws, Ghost Riders. It's from like 1980 on Arista Records. Of course, it has the hit Ghost Riders in the Sky on it. Okay, here's another White Label promo. This is Ron Wood, Give Me Some Neck. Of course, a solo album of his, and it's from, I am not seeing the year. I'm not seeing the year on this one, but I think it's around 79, 80. I might be mistaken. There might be a little earlier. But it's on Columbia. It's, like I said, it's a White Label promo. Okay, Jafria's first album, Jafria. This, uh, see, this album, group was formed by Greg Jafria who I saw with Angel back in '78. This is from '84, I think. '84 on MCA. Of course, it has it Call to the Heart on it, and then minor hit was Lonely in Love was a minor hit off of it. Okay, 10 years after, they're going home with their greatest hits. It has Hear Me Calling, Love Like a Man, Woodchopper's Ball, and I'm Going Home on it. But live, or definitely live, but just their hits. And the last one is like classic country. It was one of my mom's. It's Sons of the Pioneers, good old country music. And those are all the albums that I've done in the past week. But now I have all the albums to show you that I purchased yesterday when I was out with Paul and our friend Scott. That's not on YouTube, like I said. Paul is to Cycles Platters. I'll give you leave a link for his channel below in the box below. So first of all, we went to a Goodwill store because it was somewhat on the way to pretty much on the way to another store you're headed to. So all these I got there were 99 cents a piece. First one is Jesse Winchester, pretty much a singer-songwriter. Talk Memphis. This is from, I think it's 1980. Something like that. I can't see it. What? 80, 81, something like that. And it's on Warner Brothers. Next up, a Hank Snow album that I don't have. Yes, so the rest from the first Goodwill are country. The Southern Cannonball by Hank Snow. Says this is from '61. It's on RCA Camden, it looks like. Okay. Some Conway Twitty and Loretta Lynn. Country Partners. No, don't recognize. Oh, they do a cover of Jim Stafford's Spiders and Snakes on here. This is from 1974 on MCA. And okay, next up, making sure which one's the title. Okay, this is Conway Twitty. You've never been this far before, and Baby's Gone. That's the whole title, and this one's from 1975 on MCA, and seeing if I recognize any songs on it. Not really, but there was probably one or two hits off of it. And another Conway Twitty, Rest Your Love on Me. It's on MCA from what year? 1980. I'm just checking the songs on it real quick. Don't really recognize any. And with the Conway Twitty, I should even it out with Loretta Lynn, shouldn't I? Hey, Loretta Lynn, just it's Don't Come Home Drinking with Lovin' on Your Mind. It's on Decca. I don't know what year. I figure it's from the 60s. Like she does tomorrow. Tomorrow Never Comes on here. Okay, I don't recognize any others. And another Loretta Lynn. It's You Ain't Woman Enough. And she does cover of Nancy Sinatra hits. These Boots Are Made for Walking. And that's all I can recognize on there. Okay, that's all that I got at the Goodwill. And then we went to a record store that called Culture Shock here in Rockford, and I got some albums there. See, I'm friends with the owner, but show you them quickly. All those from the Goodwill were 99 cents a piece. The first three here from Culture Shock were $1.99 a piece. First one is Paul McCartney's Tug of War. It's one that I didn't have before. And of course this has a hit Ebony and Ivory on it. Some soul, I should say that this Paul McCartney one's on Columbia from, I know it's the early 80s. Not really seeing it at the moment. I know it's from the early 80s. Okay, so Last Night in the Pip's Imagination. And this has a Midnight Train to Georgia on it. And best thing that ever happened to me. I can see clearly now, and those are what I recognize on there. And I hadn't really had any Kiss on vinyl, so got this for $1.99. Hotter Than Hot. Of course, Kiss. It's from 1974 on Casablanca Records. And then those were the ones I got for $1.99 there. This one I got for $6.99. It's Deep Purple Stormbringer. It's from 74 on Warner Brothers. This is I have some Deep Purple records, but there are several I need to get yet. But this one it has a couple things on the cover. But the vinyl itself looks real nice. And so that's what I got at Culture Shock. Then after that, I went to we went to Half Price Books, and we were really loving through the records. I found a couple there that to get. Here's one that I've been looking for. It's Joe Jackson, Look Sharp. This is the one with the hit Is He Really Going Out With Her on it. This is on A&M from 79. And then last but not least, I paid $1.99 for both these from Half Price Books, I should say too. This is the Climax Blues Band. The album is Lucky for Some. It's 1981 on, I need to check. Okay, it's on the Warner Brothers label because I know their earlier stuff was on Sire. And so that's all I purchased yesterday, and that's all that I have for you this time. So until next time, take it easy and keep on rocking.